Welcome back to Project 613. Today we will begin learning a very important mitzvah, one that lies at the core of all the Jewish holidays and really all of Jewish life. And that is the mitzvah given to the Beis Din to establish the unique Jewish calendar and to calculate the months and the years to proclaim when is Rosh Chodesh, when is the beginning of the new months. We know this from the verse that says, HaChodesh hazeh lachem Rosh Chodeshim, this month shall be for you the beginning of the months. And this is a mitzvah that was given to the Jewish people still while they were in the land of Egypt, before the Exodus. In fact, this is the very first mitzvah the Jewish people were given as a people, to establish for themselves the Jewish calendar, which should be based on the lunar cycle. Now Hashem showed and described to Moses the exact position of the moon and how it's visible from earth, at what exact position is considered Rosh Chodesh, and instructed him that this is what the moon should look like on Rosh Chodesh, and to tell the Jewish people to count their months based on the lunar cycle ever since. Now this is integral to Jewish life because all of the Jewish holidays, for example, take place on different days of the month. If we don't know when the month begins, then we don't know when to observe the Jewish holidays. Yom Kippur is on the 10th of the month of Tishrei, but we need to know when Tishrei begins in order to observe Yom Kippur, for example. And so too with all of the Jewish holidays. So this is why this mitzvah is considered so important and so integral. And it was given to Beis Din. It's the job of the Beis Din to establish and to proclaim Rosh Chodesh each and every month. And in the coming days, we will learn specifically the way Rosh Chodesh was proclaimed at the time of the Holy Temple, before we had a set calendar. And we will also learn how it's different today, in which ways it's different ever since we do have the set calendar. But for today, let's talk about the cycle of the moon itself. How long does it take for the moon to make its complete orbit, for the moon to make its complete cycle? So the lunar cycle itself is approximately 29 and a half days. And every 29 and a half days, the moon once again reaches its conjunction with the sun, where it's invisible from the position of Earth. And then a short time later, a very slight crescent of the moon is seen, and that is Rosh Chodesh. So essentially, the Jewish months should have been 29 and a half days, but you cannot have a half a day in a month. A month must be made up of complete days. And it's for this reason that we sometimes, in the Jewish calendar, some months are made up of 29 days, and some months 30 days. Most of the time, it's a cycle. We alternate 29 days, 30 days, 29 days, 30 days. The reason for that is that the day 30 makes up for the half a day that was missing from the previous month. This also explains why sometimes we have 1 day of Rosh Chodesh and sometimes we have 2 days of Rosh Chodesh. Because a month that only had 29 days, so day 30, which is essentially the first day of the coming month, is Rosh Chodesh. And then we only have 1 day of Rosh Chodesh. But a month that had 30 days, so day 30 itself is considered the first day of Rosh Chodesh because it's essentially half a day of Rosh Chodesh. And then the next day, which is the first day of the coming month, is also observed as a second day of Rosh Chodesh as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.